I swear. By Sarah1281. Chapter 6. He could be a zombie. Okay, Kakashi said after they made camp for the night. Is Tazuna sleeping? Sakura nodded. He should be out for a while and quite hungover tomorrow, so that will make him more irritable. He insults me and I'm still going to yell at him, Naruto insisted. Sasuke snorted. Please, did you see how he reacted when your father mentioned your relation? If anything, he'll start in on the Sakura like he did this morning. If he insults her, I'm going to be on hand to stop her from killing him, Naruto vowed. That's a spirit, Kakashi said. Now, I can't believe we forgot to do this before we left, but we need to make a list. A list? Sakura repeated. Indeed. While this may have been over a decade and a half ago for me, it was still 6 years ago for you, Sakura, and sometime in between that for the boys. As such, unless we pool our memories, we're unlikely to be able to use our future knowledge to our advantage, Kakashi concluded. So, what do you remember? I remember Sasuke trying to kill himself when he first met Zabuza, Naruto replied immediately. Well, I remember Naruto just standing around like an idiot the first time we got attacked and getting himself poisoned, Sasuke retorted. Which I then heroically neutralized while I valiantly declared that I wanted to go on, Naruto countered. If you had been anyone else, you would have bled to death, Sasuke pointed out. But I wasn't, so I didn't, Naruto replied, sticking his tongue out. So, we meet Zabuza before the battle that led to his death, Kakashi summarized. I think I remember that. I overused the Sharingan and passed out from chakra exhaustion. Very embarrassing. We tried to see under your mask, but you wore like 5 of them, Sakura added. Serves you right for trying to abuse my trust, Kakashi sniffed. Trust, Sasuke repeated. You didn't trust us. You passed out. Which I felt secure in doing because of my faith in you, Kakashi replied. And then we were also attacked. We realized that because it's been dry and there were puddles. Anything else? I remember Naruto freaking out and scaring that poor rabbit half to death, Sakura said, glaring at her blonde teammate. Hey, be fair! Naruto implored, holding up his hands in self-defense. That was a diversion by Zabuza and the way we knew he was even there! I reawoke my Sharingan for the first time since the massacre and heroically but stupidly sacrificed myself for Naruto, Sasuke offered. Good thing, too, is that was one of the pitifully few things that convinced me that you weren't a complete idiot after you ran off with that pedophile, Naruto told him. Sasuke made a face. Oh, Kami, you're making it sound like we had an affair. I don't need to hear about your time in Oto, Sasuke, Naruto said virtuously, then hid behind Sakura as Sasuke lunged at him. That was also when I first accessed the QB chakra and started to learn how to properly use my own. Oh, and I met Haku in the forest and thought he was a girl. Who's Haku? Kakashi asked blankly, having perhaps less of an idea who Haku was than before they had gone back. The kid in the mask who pretended to be a hunter nin when you were going to kill Zabuza, Sasuke replied. He trapped us in those ice mirrors. His story was so sad, Naruto said sympathetically. I'm glad Zabuza realized that he was more than a tool to him in the end. Inari's story was sad too, Sakura pointed out. I don't remember all the details, but it was something about how his hero and adopted dad was put to death by Gato to terrify the villagers into submitting to him, and so Inari was all traumatized and Sasuke-like. But unlike Sasuke, it just took Naruto yelling at him and then saving his life before he got over himself and recruited the villagers to help stand up to Gato's men, who then fled in the face of civilians armed with gardening tools, Kakashi remembered. When you get them that cheap, you have to expect a decline in quality. So, was that it? I think so, Sasuke said. Oh, except for that we all need to stay away from the water when Zabuza's around, or he could trap us there with almost embarrassing ease. Like with Kakashi. You know, Kakashi said, looking at him seriously, you're lucky I'm not that kind of person, or I would totally swear vengeance on you for that. Oh, shut up.
So, are you sure you guys are up to protecting me?
Tazuna asked nervously a few days later. Of course we are, Kakashi answered smoothly. Konoha wouldn't have assigned us to the sea wreck mission fraught with such perils as bandit raids and squirrel attacks.
Squirrel attacks?
Tazuna repeated skeptically. Kakashi shrugged. I've seen it happen.
Right,
Tazuna said, clearly deciding to just let it go.
It's not that I don't Konoha, but I heard you haven't managed to pass a mission yet.
Who told you that? Sakura asked.
Quite a few people, actually.
Dasuna replied.
They seemed to think it was some kind of accomplishment. It is!
Naruto insisted.
Of course, I managed to cause us to fail more than Sasuke!
Which is typical and in most cases a bad thing, Sasuke interrupted. It's not like we failed them per se, we just used alternative methods of carrying them out and not all of them were successful.
Like what?
Dasuna wasn't sure he wanted to know. Like that time we decided to try fighting fire with fire and ended up burning down the house a lot quicker, Sakura said, ruefully shaking her head. In our defense, it was Kabuto's house, Kakashi added. Not that that actually meant anything to the old bridge builder, or that time with Tora. Sasuke was it really necessary to use Tsukiyomi to let it see what it was like to have an army of the daimyo's wife smothering it? Yes, it was, Sasuke said, crossing his arms. It needed to see that its situation could be worse, and that scratching me is not acceptable. I regret nothing.
You never do!
Naruto sighed.
Hey, everyone watch out for this puddle. They're always easy to miss on days when it hasn't rained in a week. If it hasn't rained in a week, where are there puddles?
Dasuna asked sensibly.
Magic?
Naruto suggested. Genjutsu, Sasuke offered. Ninjutsu? Sakura tried. Alas, I am slain, Kakashi said as Shuriken Jane cut him in two. Nice try, but the log was already dead, Sasuke said flatly. Naruto quickly created 4 Kagebunshin to hold each of the 2 attackers back. As the so-called demon brothers struggled to free themselves, Sakura punched one of them in the face, knocking him out, and Sasuke used a katon on the other, causing severe 3rd-degree burns. I would say that was overkill, Sasuke, Kakashi said as he reappeared as if nothing had just happened. But I know you were just trying to avenge Naruto's stab wound.
Stab wound?
Dasuna asked.
He didn't get stabbed!
Kakashi shrugged. It happened a while ago. Sasuke's eye twitched, but he said nothing. Even if these 2 were almost ridiculously out of our league, they still are more than simple bandits, and I strongly suspect that they aren't squirrels. They could be working for squirrels, though. Is there any reason a squirrel might be after you? Kakashi asked gravely.
No. Kato is though.
Dasuna confessed.
Kato?
Naruto asked.
You mean that guy who's slowly crushing the life out of Wave? Yes.
Dasuna said. Surprised.
You put him up right? Hokage's son.
Naruto replied easily.
I hear a lot. You should know then how much of a threat my bridge represents to Kato. If we can finish it, if there is another way for people to travel and trade in and out of Wave, my people won't need to go through Kato anymore. And it stands to lose quite a bit of money.
Dasuna sighed heavily.
I can see how you might be tempted to abandon me. Of course, then my poor beautiful daughter would be all alone in the world.
Nice try, Sakura told him. But Kakashi's engaged, and his fiancée is one of the scariest people I've ever met.
And my cute little grandson will swear vengeance.
Dasuna tried again.
We'll do it!
Naruto said practically before he finished that sentence. The last thing this world needs is more people out for vengeance. Kakashi concurred. Agreed! Sakura nodded. Seriously. Go die, Sasuke said flatly. Sasuke, I thought you were past this, Kakashi said, sounding disappointed.
I can always give my therapy jutsu another go if you'd like.
Naruto volunteered, trying not to sound too eager. Another eye twitch.
Hey Sasuke, think fast!
Naruto said before lobbing a kunai. They had just arrived in Wave after a very long and boring boat ride, and apparently Naruto decided hurling deadly weapons at his best friend with little warning was a good way to relieve that boredom. Sasuke quickly got out of the way. What the kami, Naruto? Nice aim, Kakashi said, eyeing the snow-white rabbit Naruto's kunai had pinned to the tree. I take it this means Zabuza's around. Rolling her eyes, Sakura quickly moved to free the frightened creature. He better be, or I'm going to take my annoyance about Naruto needlessly traumatizing this poor creature out on Naruto. Naruto gulped and looked around quickly. Over there, he said, pointing to a tree. Sure enough, Zabuza was standing on top of it.
Man down, Kakashi!
Zabuza said.
No wonder the demon brothers were no match against you. They say you know over 1,000 jutsu and never leave anyone behind.
I liked my old nickname better, Kakashi said idly. Sasuke snorted. Kakashi didn't actually do anything against the demon brothers. Not true! I faked my own death, Kakashi corrected. Not very convincingly, Sakura added. It fooled you last time, Sasuke pointed out. Last time we were idiots, Sakura replied. Not going to argue with that one, Kakashi muttered. So, Momochi Zabuza, the demon of the mist.
I see you heard of me,
Zabuza said, sounding pleased. Demon? Naruto asked skeptically.
He doesn't look like a demon.
He slaughtered his entire graduating class, Kakashi explained.
So?
Naruto shrugged. Does he have red eyes? Can he grow claws or fangs? What about having a seal to stop the demon from being released? Is he just called that because Kirigakure was jealous they didn't have a Jinchuriki? Wasn't the previous host for the Sammy the Yondame Mizukage Yagura? Sakura asked. Zabuza growled at the name. And also because they were ignoring him.
Is he the one you're trying to kill?
Naruto asked sympathetically.
Don't feel bad for feeling. He was possessed. Literally. I'm going to kill you all very slowly, and I'm going to enjoy it,
Zabuza informed, unsheathing his giant sword. In response, Naruto called forth his Rasengan, Kakashi created a Chidori, Sasuke activated his Megenkyo Sharingan, and Sakura concentrated her chakra into her fists. As Kakashi was about to deliver the finishing blow, roughly 5 minutes later, a Senmon whizzed past him and hit Zabuza in the neck. I was about to do that, Kakashi muttered. Thank you so much for wearing my target down for me, Haku said from up in a tree. I have been searching for him for quite some time. You wanted to kill Zabuza? Sasuke asked. Indeed. It is quite important to my village, Haku responded. Why didn't you just wait 2 seconds for Kakashi to finish it off then? Sasuke pressed. I didn't want there to be any chance for him to get away, Haku lied. Well, Kakashi said, examining the corpse. He's not moving and doesn't appear to be breathing, so there is a good chance that he's dead. Only a good chance? Sakura asked. Isn't that kind of the, definition of being dead? People can't live without breathing, you know. Kakashi shrugged. I've seen it happen. Kakashi's right! Naruto said suddenly. He might become a zombie! Quick, let's cut off his head! That's really not necessary, Haku said, moving quickly beside his mentor. If it will make you feel any better, though, I'll make sure to do that when I dispose of the body. Thanks again for your help. With that, he was gone. So, which way to your house? Kakashi asked Tazuna, who was standing there, frozen.
You guys are incredible.
He finally managed to say, well, of course they are, Kakashi said matter-of-factly. They're my students, after all.
I had no idea you were this good,
Tazuna said, shaking his head in amazement. Kakashi shrugged. I was an Ambu for a while. Of course, I really wasn't quite suited for it, but why not? Sakura asked. Well, I came with my own mask, which was a plus. But since everyone already associated it with me, it didn't do much for concealing my identity, Kakashi explained. So, directions? Inari, say hello to these people. They are the ninjas who protected your grandpa. Inari's mother, Tsunami, told him when he got back home. Team 7 had already been there for an hour or so.
But Mom, these people are all going to die,
Inari protested, pouting. That's no reason to be rude, Sakura told him sternly. Everyone dies. We've known lots of people who have died. In fact, a good friend of ours died once. Of course, he got better, but that usually doesn't happen. There's no way you can win against Gato, Inari insisted. No, there's no way you, as civilians, can win against Gato, Sasuke corrected. We're trained ninja and can take on any half-rate mercenary he's cheap enough to throw at us. Zabuza and Haku are a little harder, Kakashi added, but nothing we can handle.
Seriously, trained ninja here,
Naruto pointed out.
We'll save wave, I promise.
What? Are you stupid? Inari scoffed. Yes, Sasuke replied automatically. Naruto glared at him, but said nothing. There's no such thing as heroes, Inari insisted.
You could actually make an argument for half of the people I know being heroes,
Naruto said idly. If you don't want to die, just leave, Inari said impassively before storming off. I like him, Sasuke decided. Sakura snorted. Yeah, because he's like the spitting image of what you used to be. So? I don't have fun, Sasuke claimed. There was an awkward silence. Kakashi coughed. What? I did!
You're kidding.
If we want to be in good shape to defeat Zamasu and Haku next week, we've got to be in good shape, Kakashi said cheerfully. But climbing trees? Even I had them mastered years ago, Naruto pointed out. I don't know that, and what kind of Jonin sensei would I be if I didn't run you through a basic chakra control exercise like this? Kakashi asked rhetorically. A sane one? Sasuke suggested. And thus a useless one, Kakashi agreed. I'll go first to show you. Slowly, Kakashi walked to the top of the tree. Now you try. Rolling their eyes, Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto made their way to the top of the tree as well. Very good! Kakashi cheered. You have the basics down nicely. What do you mean, the basics? Sakura asked, getting a bad feeling about this. Well, you can't reasonably claim to have mastered something after only using it once and without properly understanding. No matter how possessed your eyes make you look, right, Sasuke? Kakashi asked. Sasuke did not deign to reply. So how long are we doing this for? Naruto asked with some trepidation. The next 2 days, Kakashi said cheerfully. After that, you can come to the bridge with Tazuna and help with construction since all the workers are quitting. Remember, Naruto will be counting on you, all several dozen of you.
Got it!
Naruto nodded. Now get to it, Kakashi ordered cheerfully.